So meanwhile, let the lab get ready. I'll read the objectives for you. Malware protection using AWS network firewall. Okay. So what we are going to learn is this: after completion, update a network firewall, create a firewall rules group, verify and test that access to malicious sites is blocked. So this is about 45 minutes lab. Okay, we are going to learn about a network-based firewall. Update a network firewall, create a rules. It can be an ACLs. Okay, firewall rules group, verify and test whether that access to malicious sites is blocked. Afterwards, we can look into this. So I'm just accessing the console. So you can see this one. Once it is green, we can access that console. So first is the task one, confirm the reachability. Reachability. You can see this one. Once it is done, okay, we will be taking the systems manager, session manager, and then we will be working across. Probably we will be downloading a malware here. You see this one, anti-malware, jscriptominer.html. Once this is done, I think inspect the network firewall. That is the firewall. Probably we will create a rule firewall group. That is third one. And fourth one, we will attach the rule group to the network-based firewall. So that is fifth task is validate the solution. I think that's all is this particular lab requirement. Yeah, I hope everyone is ready. Just wait, the lab gets ready. So here also you have a $1 lab. I don't know why $1 has been given.
Sir, but the credits are not being charged, sir. Like I checked the last labs.
Okay.
Nothing is happening, sir. Used only, it stays at $0.
Okay, so you are lucky. You can do a number of times. Probably
yes,
in the upcoming days, if they include the dollars, then we may not be able to do multiple times.
Maybe in the sessions, if we use instances that we're not supposed to, like more than T3 micro.
No, not like that. No, may not be update. See, they might have introduced the feature now, but they have to really progress all those things.
Okay.
Probably, that's what is my thinking. Maybe your logic also may be correct. If you are using any unwanted resources, additionally higher range, then they'll block all those things. So once we get this resource, AWS lab, you can open this lab and say, okay, I think we can access this EC2 server. There will be one server also. From the systems manager, you can access the console, I mean the terminal. So this lab is recently introduced. So we hope malware protection using AWS network firewall. Yeah, I hope everyone is getting ready.
Yes, sir. It's still ready.
Yes, sir.
Still ready. Done, anyone? I mean, the lab is ready?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Still in yellow. Let us wait for a couple of minutes. Already two minutes passed. So meanwhile, you can also see if there is ID details has been updated.
Ready, sir.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can see this particular one. Any URL is there. You see this test instance URL? Here I have the URL. I just copy this one into a notepad, into a new tab in your browser. Okay, I just copy. I don't want to see this one now. Once the lab is ready, till that time I can say actually he asked to keep it on the what we call as browser. You get what is that?
Sir, ready, sir.
Sessions manager.
Ready, sir.
Yeah, it's ready now. It's ready now. But it is asking for login ID. With the URL, you are able to.
It's asking for login ID, sir. Me too. It is given PID.
I don't think that is correct. The URL. It's not showing here. So I go to the EC2 console. So see whether the server is there. There is one instance running. Okay. Go to select this and you can use connect and use the sessions manager and say connect. And this is the alternative way. Probably he has given the same URL, but it's not functioning. Got it, everyone?
Yeah, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you can say CD and say PWD to test whether everything is okay. It is home SAM user. So point number 8, point number 9. So here there is a software which he wants to run. He wants to download. wget from malware vicar.org/data jscriptminer.html. Okay. This one. Just paste and say enter. So it has downloaded. You can see there is one HTML file. So ls-l should work, ll may not work. So there is one HTML, jscriptminer.html. I think use that HTML and then download once again. So in this protected lab, enter the following code. Yeah, this HTML is saved, and second part is this one, second URL also. This 10. Okay, it has downloaded another Java URL also. There should be 2 files.
Yeah, sir.
Crypto and JRE, Java JRE. Right? This is the 11th one, 12th one. So to view ls, you should see 2 files. This is task 1 done. Everyone done? Task 1?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So this is your, I go back to the VPC. Go to VPC. So leave that sessions manager as it is. Go back to VPC. VPC will be in networking. Okay, in this VPC, what you go see is that network firewall, choose firewalls. Point number 14. See in the navigation pane. The network firewall. Select this firewall.
Sir, it's still asking me to log in, sir. What should I do, sir?
No, click this AWS. This one, click this AWS.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That will not ask you login.
There is an lab firewall, sir.
Yeah, everyone ready?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Lab firewall and overview section. That is 15th. See here, this one. You can even, if anyone wants me to wait, I'll wait. So this is your lab firewall, and you can go for an overview. So a firewall connects the firewall policy. You see this one. VPC, when you want to protect, after you create a firewall, you can proceed step 2 at any time. Before you can proceed to step 3, the firewall status will be ready. So you have the status as ready, the first part. Next, we need to configure. The third one is route the traffic through the firewall. Okay, ready for step 16?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, select step 2. So here he asked you to choose the lab firewall policy. This one. You need to choose the policy, and then you need to, in this policy, stateless default actions, choose edit. Stateless. Say edit. Here.
So one show again, sir, like about policy.
So again, I show you, go to firewall.
Yes, sir.
Your firewall, in network firewall. Select the
Yes,
firewall.
sir. Yes, sir.
You have a firewall ready for you. Otherwise, you need to create. And create a firewall is also done. Go to the second one. Select this
Yes,
lab
sir.
firewall policy. Okay. Under this stateless default actions, choose edit. All right. So choose how to treat fragmented packets. Choose use the same action for all the packets. Configure the following. Choose how to treat fragmented packets. This one. Different act for full fragmented packets. Choose. Okay. The next is use the same actions for all packets. Okay. You have selected choose the same actions for all packets. Under actions, forward to stateful rule groups. Forward to stateful rule groups. And choose save. This is done. You are defining the policy basically, firewall policy.
Yes,
Actions
sir.
for all the packets, So if you have a different one, then you need to define all the different actions. So certain packets you need to drop, certain packets you need to forward, or certain what you want to, you can define. So forward to stateful rule groups. Just say save. The second part is also done, I think more or less. Okay, this part is done. Scroll down. Now the firewall rule group. Save. This is done. The task 2 is done. You have defined, update the policy. Now let us go to the firewall rule group. Is this clear till now? Task
Yes,
2.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now task 3. Network firewall, choose network firewall rule groups here. The thing. Policies, firewall is done, policies is done, and rule groups.
Here no group, sir.
Okay. So here create network firewall rule group, create rule group action section. Okay. Just create the orange button. So stateful or stateless? He asked for to create stateful, right?
Yes, sir. Stateful.
Where is that? Group. Yeah, stateful. Stateful. See, enter the name as stateful rule group and rule number 100. This is stateful. Description is optional. Did you mention to write anything? No. So you can say capacity as 100, rule number. This is rule number. So what is that? So here, stateful rule group option, choose
Surikata.
Surikata, compatible IPS rules. IPS means intruder prevention system rules. Yeah, this one. Just read this one, intrusion prevention. I know this prevention tables provided for advanced firewall rules. Advanced means that the rules will, it will not allow you to enter into the system. Surikata rule syntax. Surikata is an open source. Okay, that is open source, free. There is no charge. Network IPS that includes a standard rule-based language for traffic inspection. Is this clear? If you have
Yes, sir.
5 tuple, You have your own this thing. And now the rule order. So Surikata compatible. Here, this entire thing, you need to put it in the checkbox. This one. So here, just understand the drop. What is the meaning of drop? To truncate those packets. To truncate which packets? HTTP.
HTTP.
All the HTTP packet, just drop it. It will not allow you to go into the internet. So, and also he has defined message, malware custom solution. It's throwing a message. There is some malware. Okay. And what is that? Class type is Trojan activity. SID is system identifier 2002. It's a rule number, something like the identifier. Content is data.js cryptominer.html. So the two things which you have downloaded are something malware. HTML files. You saw that, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
it will scan the system, your server, and it will throw that these two are having some malware custom solution. That is the message. Is this clear? So this is the rule which you are defining. Just say copy. Just say copy in the rule section. Where is that rule section? Yeah, here. Surikata compatible IPS rules. This is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Just say Control V. As it is, don't change anything. So there are two rules which you have created. One for crypto miner HTML, the other one for EXEC Java JRE. So we are trying to create rules. This is how we do. Okay. The two rules he has explained, I just explained. Create a stateful rule group. So create a stateful rule group. Done.
So what is
The
the
rules.
capacity 100, sir?
Capacity, that is the rule number 100.
Only
Rule-
100 rules are allowed.
No. Rule number.
Okay, rule number 100.
So if you see this one, I'll just explain. This traffic challan people,
Yes,
sometimes
sir.
they cut the challan, right? And if you ask that, he will tell you the rule number.
Okay.
Even the court also will tell you so and so rule number, so and so rule number. Based on that, I'm giving.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you again, there is another things which you need to follow. So today, a rule you have created, saying that deny. Okay, deny. Tomorrow, you want to change the rule. You can't change the rule. You can only update the rule. You can't update the rule. Sorry, you can again create another rule. So today, the rule number is 100. Okay, rule number 100 says deny. So tomorrow, you want to make it allow. So you can again say rule number 101 and say allow. Right? So rule, whichever is matches first, will be implemented. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Like that, rules cannot be time to time it gets upgraded like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So now this is task 3 done. Task 4. So under choose firewalls, lab firewall. Go back to firewall again. Choose this firewall. Lab firewall. 27. Add rule groups. So we have already created a rule group. We want to add to this rule group to this firewall which we have to this lab firewall. Add from existing, the third one. Sorry, here. So we have created a policy, add rule groups. So now from an existing rule groups, we have created one rule group. So that you need to add. So what is that? Not showing.
The stateful.
Sir, stateful, sir.
Oh, okay. This is
You have selected stateless.
sorry. Okay, stateful rule group.
Add, sir. Sir, add.
Add from an existing, right? Okay. Now you should see the rule group which you have created. Okay, just select that. That is enough. No need to open that. Just add and say add stateful rule group. So the second part is done. Second part is done. This part, the rule group. Now last one is route traffic through the firewall. We need to do that. Is task 5 done? Task 4.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
You are successfully added to the firewall rule group. Okay. Now the validation. Okay. See this one. So you see this rule groups. It should be there, I think. Stateless, stateful. No, not stateful. Yeah, you should see at the bottom. Did you see everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Stateful rule groups. If that is there, then you have successfully added this rule number, capacity number 100. Okay. Now,
Yes, sir.
now he is asking one more thing. Okay, in AWS, enter EC2, choose EC2. Okay, choose instances, test instance, session manager, connect. We did all these things, 34. It's already there. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, since the rule is there, try to do once again. The same one, try to do once again. Paste. What it is saying? It's not allowing now. The rule is active. You are trying to download something. HTTP is now no more. Earlier it got downloaded. Now is it getting downloaded? Your firewall is blocking.
Awaiting response.
Awaiting response means that the firewall has to allow. If it is
Yes.
allowing, then only you will be able to download. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
HTTP is blocked, so we cannot download anything. Okay. You see this one? Press Ctrl C, awaiting response. Press Ctrl C and try the other one also. Same thing you'll get. Same thing you'll get. Awaiting for response. Okay. Try that one also. Ctrl C. Earlier it was downloading. This is stateful firewall. Same thing. Awaiting for response. Your IPS is blocking. IPS, prevention system, is blocking. So you can try RM so and so and say LS. You should see a blank output. Request sent. Both of them you can remove these things. Right? LS, there are two files, right? RM asterisk. Nothing will be there. You should see blank. Understood, everyone? So finally, we have
Yes, sir.
successfully used a firewall, updated a firewall rules. Okay, created a firewall rule group 100. Okay, 2 rules we have added, that is drop rules. Drop rules, HTTP deny, and verified and tested that malicious sites are blocked in that way. So any URLs, if you do not want to make use in your network, you can just deny these things. So this is all about our lab. Everyone understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's interesting, right? So now you can create a corporate firewall, and across all the, see, we didn't do anything in the EC2, not in the security group. We did it in the VPC itself. That is the security policy. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's end of our lab of this particular one. So end lab, you can say. The only change here, we didn't go through this AWS details, that particular one. We just went through directly from the AWS console itself, AWS console. So that is